I remember being on a set for the first time and wanting to know, what all of this stuff was, and what a mark was, and what lighting was, and what the DP did, and I just loved everything about it. There was never a moment where I felt like all I cared about was my lines and that. It was never that insular for me. So the world was something that I was always fascinated with. I don't write myself, so I love the process of being able to sit down with the writer and ask them to translate thought and feeling, because I can't do that verbally. So all of that stuff, I think, made me realize over many, many years that I guess that's producing. It's kind of like looking at the whole thing from 30,000 feet in the sky and figuring it out from there, and that kind of collaboration I really love.
Lorraine Broughton, an expert in escape and evasion. Proficient in intelligence collection.
Let's cut the crap, shall we?
Someone set me up. Someone from the inside. Now, this only ends one way. A bullet.
At that time, it was called Cold City. I was looking for a strong female protagonist. There was a kernel of a character that I just really liked, and we started the development process based on that character. And the world kind of came secondary and just happens to be a world that I really like and that I think is visceral and beautiful. We just kind of started there, and 5 years later, we're fortunate enough to shoot the movie. The majority of the film physically is me, because David had kind of said right from the beginning, this is how I want to shoot everything, and I want to shoot it practical, and I want to shoot it real, and he just has such a clear understanding of how to shoot that stuff. This is his life, he's done this for the majority of his life. This is his career, that whole kind of physical storytelling, stunt world aspect of it. So we always knew that there wasn't going to be face replacement, and there wasn't going to be, I'm going to cut from a stunt double on your back to, he wanted everything to feel like you were in the staircase with her, that you were in the room that she was fighting out of, that you were in the car with her that was driving into the river. The hardest part of the training regimen is, I guess, consistency, and it's the amount of hours that you have to do it. I think that's the hardest thing. Because I think everybody can give it their all for 3 hours in one day, and then it's waking up the next day and kind of carrying the pain from the day before and having to drag yourself back into the same torture chamber where all of that happened in the first place. We knew it was a huge part of the story. The emotional kind of storytelling aspect of the film would be through the physical, so we really treated it that way. We gave ourselves a good 2.5 months before we went out to Budapest. And I think just starting out the film, knowing exactly what we wanted to do really helped it.